Well, quick question about special teams. When you, I don't know if you know where you are even yet, but as you get back to Champaign, you'll start to come into focus a little better, I assume, for you. But just how do you feel in general about where you're headed and the personnel you might have available to you?
Right now in the special teams phase, we're working very much on the fundamentals.
Right.
Just finding guys to be able to catch the ball, and finding guys who can roughly block, and finding guys who have got talent in the open field. And then the next phase, once you've kind of identified those, is who are the guys that are going to travel. Because now you got X number of people that can travel to the games, and if there's some positions, because the guy does a great job in special teams through his work he's shown on the football field, he's going to get to travel. And then from there, it's just making sure we got the right players on the field. But right now, we're trying to improve the individual. If we improve the individual, we're going to improve the team.
Are you seeing some improvement?
Oh yeah, even just in some just drills we've done. The pads are on today really for the first time. So at least football is played with helmets and shoulder pads. So now you find out who the real football players are. And I think every day we've got all the phases of the special teams we've got to work on. And I know the coaches, they work very hard in all the positions. And we're a step away from obviously having to move forward in that area. But I think we've got enough guys who want to play and be part of special teams, which that's a great attitude to begin with.
When you're trying to improve the returning, was it the blocking, or was it the talent of the guys carrying the ball returning?
I mean, a year ago?
Yeah,
Well, I'll tell you what, combination of both. But I always like to look and look at kickoff return. Your front five guys up there are just like the offensive linemen. If they don't block anybody, then the offensive play's not going to work. Well, on kickoff return, if those front five guys don't block anybody, well, then the return's probably not going to work. So, like today, we spent time today on the front line of, working mechanics and working footwork and striking with hands and finding guys who could bend their knees and do the things that, it takes to be a blocker in the open space, in the open field. And we'll get those guys picked out.
Is that something that was lacking? Did these guys know that?
I think that, number one, I think our players saw last spring and see now that, we're giving greater emphasis to special teams, according to them. Now, I don't know what was done here last year, but that's according to the players. So, they're taking coaching, and we got X number of minutes a day we're trying to get through with. So we're happy that those kids are at least focused and willing to do it.